with Savannah Hamilton. Sav?
I just spoke to team officials who updated me about Emmanuel Quickly's status. He said that they have...
There's Yacht with a left and that length Allen on the inside.
And you're starting to see this Cleveland Cavaliers team. You see Garland get all the way to the cup after a defensive effort.
It's not a block steal. Darius Garland too easy getting inside the paint.
A lot of complaints, a lot of guys not really knowing the rules, a lot of coaches not knowing how to strategize offensively or defensively.
Garland. Oh, Darius Garland. He's got 20.
And the ball movement are leading to
He's the second best three-ball team in the league. 40%.
He'll sit. Garland gets to the rim.
Intoxicating. Part of that.
Yes, he will.
A number of hustle plays at a big three. As Garland storms down the lane, Victor holds it home.
Sometimes that's all it takes, right? A change in energy.
You knew that wasn't going to last.
Tearing out a push shot, not there. Mobley, though, knocks it to Garland. And Garland
been gone back to later in that game in previous seasons. Here, he's comfortable with the way he's been playing. Garland floats it up and in.
Basketball play. Tip the ball to where only he could get it.
There he is again. Coro with the steal. Merrill with the pass. Garland with the finish. Cavaliers have taken a third. Bucks have taken the three-point lead. Garland gets loose to the basket. He puts it in. And there's Garland Lopez.
Darius Garland's got that threat.
He got Javante off his feet. A couple of bumps.
Another turnover. LeVert with the steal. Garland with the finish. The Cavaliers have held the Warriors to 16.
That's more like a college team, but they do it a lot.
Disruption is the name of the game as Mobley gets Garland back door. He lays it in.
When you have everybody's ready to go. And they're doing a good job of catching teams before they're ready to go.
Garland banks and scores. Jordan charged up and says, look, I have so many rotation positions.
Feel now for what they want to do.
Garland tears past Thomas. He'll bank. He'll score.
The difference is the reason why they're undefeated.
Too far to pass. There's another reason why. Darius Garland with the steal. They are very good defense. Off to Wade. Garland trying to get free. On the attack. Sweep off the glass.
I'll tell you, he is a crafty little guard.
Garland got free. Richards came over, but Giddey got beat.
He got caught in his hip. Is that there is nobody in the post to block your drive, so that was an uncontested layup. Just couldn't finish. Speaking of uncontested layup.
That was one of the things that Jared has mentioned, that he's Lumpkin Sr. went to Maryland and then worked for the Wizards. So apparently he's all okay. Family affair, Terry. Family affair. Darius Garland.
Mitchell I saw who looked locked in.
Sure looked like a double dribble. No whistle. They're going to say he lost control of it, all right? I think Terry.
Chance opportunity.
Hustling. 18th for Kelly. Laying up in his first points of this fourth.
Don't stop, you got to score.
Jerome works on Terry. He'll deal to Garland. Garland tiptoes. Baseline! Victor rolls it home.
Got the baseline.
However, made neither. The Cavaliers ultimately won the game in overtime. A game they trailed by 14 in the fourth quarter. Garland.
Yeah, that's every rebound.
Halfway home in the fourth. Garland fakes a three. Drives. Lays it up. And lays it in. Garland has 18 points. He's dished out 11 assists. Garland to the basket. Banks it up and banks it in. Garland picked it off cleanly. Scoot into the forecourt. Garland Williams and Mobley screen. The basket. He'll float and score. Maybe a mission.
Stolen. Good defense by the Cavs again. Turnovers starting to pile up here.
Knocks it away. Gets it off to Dean Wade. Now it's Garland. Garland. Oh, what a move by Darius Garland. A glorious fake as he so far here this evening. Garland works on Strawther. The basket and skins it in. Sorry, Brad.
Oh, you're right. I understand.
In the cup, the other teams, the other 22 teams all get scheduled a pair of games. That was beautiful. As Mitchell finds Darius Garland.
Hornets also have Nick Smith Jr. into the game. Nick's getting more playing time in recent weeks. Garland gracefully gets to the rim. Hard ball.
Garland gets through. Averages 20 points a game. The former Cavaliers jumped over the unable to control it, turn it over for the second time. This is Garland. It's tough here for the basket. Both free throws to defeat a 3-point lead. Garland all the way to the rim for the finish. Here's Garland. Nice finish by Darius.
Garland feeds it. Coro gets it back, slices, lays it up, and lays it in.
That was a great give and go.
6.5 to go in the third quarter. Garland works right around Yabusele. He'll kiss it off the window. Garland now has a... There's Sam Merrill. He pokes it away from Sexton. He finds a trailer. It's Garland who puts it up and in and draws the foul.
Great job, Sam. Garrett's got to set a big base on him and really box him out.
Right past the big tester. What a steal by Merrill. Up ahead to Garland. Garland in towards Sexton. Puts it up and puts it in.
Nice job, Sam Merrill getting out of the passing lanes, aggressive. Cavaliers picked up the intensity defensive-wise.
Oh, man. They got to convert some of these around the rim.
This is going to be the other end.
No one else drives in, pump fakes, draws his man.
The throw by Burns leads to a turnover and a layup. Start from the field is long forgotten. He's now 3 for 8. He's got most of the defense. They're going to be in Dallas again in a couple of nights. Garland all the way to score. Garland all the way to score. We're going to win it all.
Garland down the lane. He'll put it up and in. Reputation repair is...
Double and shoot over 60% from the field.
Garland high off the glass. Took a shot, knocked it down.
Cavs a 15-game winning streak for OKC.
Garland off the bounce. The floater's up, good, and a foul. And if that with the rebound, Hartstein 0 for 2 on the season. Garland drives, left-handed.
The pick.
Went to Chicago.
That's right. He went to Chicago, Cleveland.
I'm sure he went back to Miami. Garland's holding down the lane and lays it in. Boy, Garland 5 threes. Garland wants to shake around Shed. Does so. Garland right down the lane. He lays it in. And all Shed is the reigning Collegiate Defensive Player of the Year. But Garland on the bounce. Blows past Walters. The basket. He lays it in. He's able to knock it away from Barnes. Here goes Garland skipping into the forecourt. Garland lays it up and lays it in. That's a strange play.
Not let him get behind you if you're Dean Wade.
Garland races right around Barnes as Darius Garland has been unstoppable here.
Win this tip. And they do win it, and Garland goes to work, and Garland able to lay it in. Big time crossover there by Garland. On the floor to start this fourth quarter. He came back on the floor, a little hollow, fake pass, and lays it in. Ball control mode. Cavs are going to go to 34-5 as Garland lays it in. Garland coming off another assist. He's finding a board. He takes it himself this time. Also getting into the paint. Gets into the rim as well.
Meanwhile, finds Ty Jerome. Thompson, Niang, and Jerome have entered. Garland scoops it up and scoops it in. Garland with the left hand throw right around Bradley Beal.
Was you born in Ohio? I was. Cuyahoga Falls, Akron area, for me and LeBron. With Chris Highlands. So, now let's jump out the guard a little different.
Garland knocked away, and the Rockets just sat there and watched it. Garland picked it up and scored it.
You got to play through the whistle tonight. I'm telling you, the officials are letting these guys get after it.
That's another turnover. It's been a problem. And then 2 more points off of it. Just got through talking about it.
In transition, they need some life, need some energy.
Garland turns the corner, scoops and scores. Cleveland by 1.
We knew it's
Always been really, really good. I thought last year this guy Garland struggled a little bit. Struggling no more.
It's too easy. Poor pass.
Good luck with everything.
Backpack.
We're all behind you. Don't let us down.
Garland keeping his dribble, weaving his way through the Sixers defense and laying it up and in. 7 on the season. Sixers, meanwhile, look to snap a 7 baseline. Garland, that was too easy for him.
Man, I just don't know what you do there. You have to get in.
Sixers late in that second quarter. Gets past his defender. And takes the lead back to the Cavs.
Building as Thompson, he forgot the ball. Out strolls Mitchell. He has Garland. There he goes. He lays it in.
transition basketball. That's Cavaliers basketball.
Third. Here's Garland. Strong on-ball defender. Garland ducks in his lane. Missed it. The putback, however, is good. And Garland among the trees. Got
All over to keep it alive, rebound-wise. Max hustling over to get it. That's the way you get possession.
How about that move by Garland? He turned easy. Garland, running by Brooks. Gets right past him, reverses and scores. Garland wants it. Garland eventually gets it. A shake on Green, right to the basket. He floats and scores. Darius Garland here tonight. Shooting threes this season, only 34%, way below average. As Garland once again gets inside. He has got late keeps that dribble, got into the paint and gets stripped. Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell has Garland. He lays it up. He lays it in. Timeout, Houston.
All cylinders.
And that will do it here tonight.
Exactly the shot. The pass came from the other side, but exactly the shot DeAndre Hunter had to beat Houston the other night. Couldn't get it.
How about the bigger the game, the more it would benefit the visitors.
Absolutely. Transition becomes your thing.
Garland somehow weaved his way in.
Position since the 17-18 season, his rookie year. Garland switches over and goes to the other side of the glass. Mitchell ahead. Garland by himself for 2.
Great hands there. Garland.
The basket missed on the double clutch. Long rebound to Garland. Garland from the baseline just floats it up and fills it up. That's enough, says JB. Backs up against Beasley. Clock at 10. Garland to the basket for a scoop and score.
Extremely tough to be consistent.
Washington up 2.
Down the basket for Darius Garland.
Getting fired up on that bench over there. There's no layup. Don't give up layups to the Cavaliers. That's twice they give up.
Speaking of layups, Garland.
Strus lead pass to Garland. Crossover. And Garland gets right to the iron. You talk about Hunter. They got the best player in the trade. 10-0 run right now. Part of it. Get a W last night, and then you come back home. You take on first place Cavaliers team, Garland. And when 13 for 26 from the field, 7 to 17 from 3. And Garland with the reverse layup. The projection was correct. Jared Allen is absolutely Garland lays it in.
I also think just the strength.
Yeah. Garland finds the cutter, Merrill, right back to Garland. And Garland will serve it in with no resistance.
Here comes Garland. Spin, gets away from Tam. Lampus so crafty with the ball.
And he turned it over. Garland with some room service at the other end. Rozier got hung up in the air.
For the Bucks, Giannis is going to do what he does. Dame is doing what he does. The highest scoring duo in the game.
Garland is a blur. On to DeCompo. Through traffic, can't hit. Cavaliers racing the other way. 2-on-1. Garland for 2.
What a play by Garland.
It was just re-entered. Skips one over to Garland. Garland dances right past William Hill. Lay it up and in.
Nice job by Craig Porter.
Gets an easy 2. Garland with a cross. Inside. Quick reverse for the score.
Got the shot that they wanted, it just spun out. Garland got downhill and laid it home. Darius Garland snaps.
Durant sees that three-ball spin out. Garland racing down the floor. Goes on the attack. It's an 11-2 run. And activity tapped out, controlled by Mitchell. Garland on the crossover. Flies inside for the finish. And Garland will win, right? That time Mobley wins that one-on-one battle. Garland racing down the floor.
Just wait to the last second. See, that's
The turnover up the floor to Garland, racing the basket. Boy, potentially.
Jared Allen, the rebound off the miss, front court. Talk about speed. Right there, you saw the burst of Garland. He had missed his...
What he just did there, just did not have the execution on the pass.
Garland breaking down the perimeter and into the paint where he sends up a... Squeeze through that screen. Garland into the lane. The dribble, scopes and scores.
late in the fourth quarter. Cavaliers just took the ball from Chris Paul. Just knocked him around and took it from him. Garland makes me take out the trash. Good morning. You're not the man. Yeah. Garland, just as you said, the Spurs were doing a good job. The old block, his dad was one heck of a player as well.
Sabonis was All-NBA third team each of the last 2 years. Garland is inside. He left. Teams have found a handful of plays here in this fourth quarter as Garland wanders inside. He'll lay it up and in. Mobley got his hands on it. Okoro leaks out. Okoro trying to throw it down. He's down as Isaac as Garland got the loose ball. And Isaac tried to muscle back through it. Okoro fought him, and then Garland read the pass, picked it off, floats it up, and floats it in.
Great defense by Isaac. Garland. The much big.
Yes, they have. Suns with that massive payroll.
The three ball has kept the Knicks in the game, so they've been lethal 11 and 20 from behind the arc.
Nice move. Garland goes to the basket. He thought, and a technical foul call. Garland searching, goes inside again, off the glass. Beautiful scoop shot.
Darius feeling not just Tom Thibodeau, but the players. As Garland, another layup, lays it up and in, and the game is tied. You get the feeling that the Knicks want to win this game because the Strus is open.
Garland wants to Brunson.
Garland gets inside, layup is good. What a shot from Garland.
Improvising.
Once again, Miami showing a fight. Just made that famous Garland, boy, the little hezzy to create that space, just masterful.
By Strus, what a play. Donovan Mitchell, no. Garland cleans up.
Allen navigates his second quarter with those three personals. Garland navigating well there.
And how about the trust of Kenny Atkinson to get Darius?
Very strong.
As he worked against Bulls here in this second quarter, you can just see this different energy level here for the Cavs.